Hey guys, it's Amber. Today I'm going to be going over my 1 year of my MYGLAM Ipsy bag and give a general review of what I thought of the products and which products actually made it into my collection and what I thought of them and whether I'd repurchase them again or not. The company started out being called MYGLAM and then a few months back changed its name to Ipsy Beauty by You. So now I'm going to refer to it as an Ipsy bag, but it started out as a MYGLAM bag. So if that seemed kind of confusing, that's why I had my MYGLAM videos, and this is kind of an Ipsy / MYGLAM. So the bags, when they first started out, were a lot cheaper. They just kind of had this little zipper here, and I just felt like they weren't as good of quality. But I will say that the bags recently have improved more. You can see like now they had like a nice little border here with the two tones. And I felt like the zipper was a little heavier duty. They actually had lining in this one where the first one didn't. Same thing with this bag. I just felt like it was a little bit better. They actually got a label inside this one. And the last bag, I actually felt like was the nicest of all. I liked that it was a different shape instead of just that same pocket bag that was just, you know, kind of seemed very repetitive. This one has a really nice heavy-duty zipper, and then it has the monogrammed inside with the pink. And this one by far is my favorite bag so far. So what I'm going to go through is just the kinds of things by category and just tell you what they are. These are not all the MYGLAM things that I received or Ipsy. These are just the things that I still have in my collection. Now there were some samples and things that I used up, and so obviously those aren't going to be included. So I'm going to go ahead and start with nail polishes. I received 4 nail polishes. 3 of them were Circus by Andrea's Choice. And the colors were Verso, Spectacle, and Tightrope. I like these colors. I like that they were neon. The white is a very opaque white. I didn't feel like without a base and a top coat that they lasted a long time, but I felt like they were still pretty good quality. And then the other one was this Nail Teeny color in Millionaire. And that's just a clear with gold glimmer. Okay, so next I'll go over to the brushes that I got. So I got a set of 5 MYGLAM was the name on them, brushes, and so they're all these little ones. And I felt like the brushes were good quality. Now if you have really, really high-end brushes, you may not love these. But if you just are someone generic into makeup who just has run-of-the-mill brushes, you probably will really like these. I like them still because they're small and I have small eyes, so I do find myself using them. And I also like that they're short, and so they do travel easily. And overall, I feel like they are good quality for everyday use, and I don't feel like they shed a lot, so I still have liked and kept these. The other brush is by Soho, and it's just like a flatter, not flatter, more dome-shaped, shorter blending brush. And I found this to be just fine, and I've used it as well. Okay, so as far as primer goes, I still have a teeny bit of this left. It's the Urban Decay Primer Potion and the Mirabella Prime. And I liked both of those. I like this as a face primer, and you can also use it as eyes. So it's nice just to kind of put it all over your face, and then you don't have to prime your face and prime your eyes. You can just do it all in one step. So obviously those were both really good. As eyeshadows go, I got the Urban Decay Sin, which I also have in the Naked palette, so I haven't dug into this one quite as much, but I do really like this, and we'll keep it around because I'm sure I'll use up that one and end up digging into this one. And then I got some NYX Roll-On Shimmer, and I don't use it a lot, but I have used it on occasion when I wanted a really bright look. And a little quad from Coastal Scents. I haven't really in actuality dug into these. The quality seemed okay, but it was just one of those things that I was like, oh, I'm just going to keep it around and see if I use it before I ended up tossing them. The Salty Cosmetics, I mean, it was okay. It's kind of a shimmery, iridescent color, and it's called Glamazoid. It's okay. I mean, I still keep it around thinking I'll find something to use it for. It'd be kind of a fun highlight on your cheek or on your eyebrow, under your brow bone. So this one's just okay for me. Probably my favorite eyeshadow that I've gotten the most use out of is this Meat Matte from The Balm. I've never used anything from The Balm's eyeshadows, and after using this I would say that I'd repurchase this, and I also would probably purchase a palette from The Balm. I found the opaqueness and the versatility of this product a lot, and I liked that I could really blend it out nicely and sheer it out, or I could really pack it on. I could use it as eyeliner. I liked that it was matte finish, so I felt like it could go with anything, and it wasn't too over the top shimmery, great for every day. So I really, really enjoyed this one. Okay, so as far as like concealer products, I only got one. It's really hard to do like universal foundation concealers. And it was just this one from Sheer Cover. I know a lot of people complain because this wasn't like universal for skin tones, but luckily it did match mine, so I still have kept this in my collection. Okay, so I have used a couple mascaras. The one I've got left is the Balm's What's Your Type Black Mascara. I still have this one. I used through the other ones I've received. Okay, so lip products. So I've got two tube lip glosses here. One's Jane, and this is just a sparkle gloss, and this is the Derm Store Lip Quench. And I haven't really used this a ton. I've maybe worn it once or twice. It's okay. And this Derm Store Lip Quench I really like. It's really moisturizing, and I would probably repurchase this, depending on the price. Okay, now I have this cheek and lip stain from Josie Maran, and I do really like this. I've used this quite a bit. I feel like it's really versatile. And lip glosses. I have this kind of iridescent peach pink, and this was like the MYGLAM packaging for MYGLAM, and I like this. I feel like it's a pretty color. And this Be a Bombshell I got in the latest one. It's a really red hot, so I would probably use this like when I did my Taylor Swift look, something like that, but it's so bright that I probably wouldn't wear this every day, but I still think it's great to have around just in case you want a specific look. This Mirror Nest Lip Balm I really like. I like the staying power. It tends to be a little bit like flat looking, so I like to put a lip gloss with it, but I really, really like the color, and I feel like it's unique and it's very, very opaque. Like a little bit goes a long way. So next I have this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and I got this in my very first bag, and I like it. It's kind of an unusual color, but I still wear it occasionally and keep it around. Okay, then I have this Marvelous Moxie Bare Minerals Lip Gloss, and this has kind of like a tingly, kind of feels plumpy, minty smell to it. And I really like this lip gloss. I have used this quite a bit, and I think it's a great go-to berry color. And this next lip gloss, or lipstick I should say, I've never worn. This is from Studio Gear, and it's called Cinnabar. And I just hate to throw out a full tube of lipstick, but I just haven't ever found a look to go with this. So maybe I'll start playing around with this and see if I can put a lip gloss over it or something to kind of make it wearable for me, especially since it's winter. The next one is from NYX, and this is the color Eucalyptus, and it's a very hot pink. And I've really enjoyed this shade. I feel like it's really fun and it fits my personality, so I have worn that. Okay, now eyeliners. There's quite a bit of eyeliners that I've received, 3 of them being black, but I do feel like they are different. So first of all, I'll start with the Marbella Permanent Eyeliner. Now this one is more permanent. It's harder to get off, and I feel like it's like a soft charcoal black, so it's not like a complete black. But I do like this, and I have used it quite a bit. I don't know that I'd repurchase it, but I do really like this. The next one is Be a Bombshell's Onyx, and I really like this. I like that it's really fine tipped, even though you can get a really nice thick line. This is very black, and I've used this several times, and I would repurchase this because I feel like it's a very go-to eyeliner for me, especially for a winged look, and I really like this one. The next one is Urban Decay Glide On Pencils, and I have this in 2 colors. I have it in Junkie and in Zero. And I love these pencils. They're very smooth and creamy. You can blend them out really nicely, smudge them, or in the waterline they stay really well, tight line underneath, and these are really great overall pencils. And the next one is just okay for me. This is a Startlit pencil in Chocolate. It's a nice brown. I feel like it's really good if you just want a everyday look that isn't too stark. I haven't used it a ton, but I don't have any other really nice brown pencils, so I still keep it for when I want that look. So that is basically everything. Oh, one more thing I forgot. So these My Couture, actually there's 2 things I forgot. So these My Couture like highlighting papers, I like them okay. I don't like grab for them on a daily basis. I think they're kind of fun, but for me, I feel like I have a lot of pink in my cheeks, so I feel like sometimes I have to be careful putting them on that I don't rub off my foundation. But I do think the idea of them is really fun, and I especially think it's fun to like rub on your arms or on your neck décolleté area, and it does give a nice, like, it's not even a shimmer, it gives like a luminosity to your skin, but it's definitely not shimmery. So if you like a very subtle highlight that just looks dewy without looking like you put a highlight on, this would be a good choice. This is the St. Bart's highlighting paper. The last thing that I forgot in the eyeshadow category, because it's in my palette, but this is a color from Marabella, and it's just this brown one right here. And it's a nice warm brown, and it kind of has a little shimmer in it, but it doesn't really come off on the eye very shimmery. And I like it because it's different than the rest of them. You can see how warm it looks compared to these other Marabella colors that I already have. I like that it has that warm tone. It works really good with blending a nice crease color. So that is everything that I got in my Ipsy MYGLAM bag for the whole year. Would I consider it worth it? I still think I would. As far as many months that were kind of off or included things that I wasn't really interested in, I feel like there was enough that I added to my collection or things that I used up that I liked that would still make it worth it. I went ahead and resubscribed for another year. If you're interested in still seeing what I'm getting in my bags or my opinions or looks with them, go ahead and let me know. So for my look today, I actually used all products that I've gotten from the past year from my MYGLAM bag. So if you're interested in knowing how I created this look, go ahead and stay tuned.